Wow!
Hello, children. I have a story to tell you.
Please tell us and make us happy.
Hello, children. The topic of our story today is Coronation Party.
Our opening proverb is, "If a baby crawls over to pinch me, I will also crawl over to pinch him."
Once upon a time, the king of Oboro was going to have his 10th anniversary of his coronation coming to the throne. It is called Ofala. That Ofala was very important to him. He made a lot of preparations for the Ofala. He got the rainmakers. He paid them handsomely to make sure that there was not going to be any rain on that day. He invited a lot of important people from his kingdom and from afar. But his neighboring kingdom, ruled by the king of Uloma, he did not invite because there was a land dispute between Oboro and Uloma. So he invited everybody except the king of Uloma. The king felt very slighted. He said, "Okay, I'm going to have my revenge." Now, because of this coronation or Ofala, a lot of preparation has been going on. Everybody was excitedly looking forward to it. For more than 1 month, people were just preparing how they will go to the coronation and what will happen. In the house of Anele, it was the same thing too. Everybody was looking forward to it because on that day, dignitaries that will come, they will come with masquerades and masqueraders and dancers and musicians. And everybody was looking forward, especially one of the children, Wafo, a boy. He was looking forward to going with his friends and running around, following any of the masqueraders to be running around the town. And on that Ofala day, nobody needed to cook at home because the news in the town was that the king of Oboro already got 50 cows, 200 rams and goats, and plenty of chicken for the feast. So people were going to eat and eat and eat. And they didn't need to cook in their houses. But in Alele's house, the mother discovered that they had no firewood for the next day because the next day they needed to eat. They would need to eat. So very early in the morning, she called two of her sons, one for the older one and the younger one, and asked them, "Please, can you run down to the forest and get us some dry wood, firewood, so that we can have firewood for cooking the next day?" Wafo was not happy at all because all through from 1 month he had been looking forward to this Ofala day when he will be running around with his friends, following the masquerades and the masqueraders. So what he did was he got a shoulder bag and he put his Ofala dress. That day people wear their best. We call it the bottom of the box. So he packed his own dress inside it, hung it over his shoulder, and with his brother, they went to the king's forest to fetch firewood. As they were fetching firewood, the sound of ogene, that is the wooden gong, a metal gong, the sound of ogene going and masqueraders passing and dancers making music was just too much for Wafo to contain. After a while, he told his brother, he said, "Listen, I have a headache. Oh, my head is splitting. I need to go home. Let me go home. Please continue fetching wood. Let me go home and see if I can get some rest." So the brother continued fetching wood. Meanwhile, Wafo went to a hidden part of the forest and changed his clothes into the dress he wanted to wear for coronation. And he ran out and followed one of the dancing troops. He followed them to the coronation ground, which was the king's reception ground. So when he got there, all these important people, they will be sitting on one side with their musicians, while their masquerades and masqueraders will be dancing around in the arena. So they were sitting group by group, group by group. Nwafor went and joined one of the groups and sat there. Soon, the king of Oboro, who called your father, entered the arena with his cabinet. As soon as they entered, oh, there was applause. People started applauding him. So he said that the ceremony can now start. He called his people. Okay, bring out the wine, bring out the palm wine, start serving. Women, bring out the basins of food. Start sharing the food. So they now started bringing out all these goodies, so much food and drinks, and started serving them, placing them on tables. Now the women started sharing the food. As soon as they started sharing the food, darkness fell all over the place. King of Oboro said, what is happening? Is it going to rain? After I paid the rainmaker so much to make sure that there would be no rain. And as they were looking, then vroom came. They were big blue flies. Just talk about vroom, just flying all over the place, chasing everybody started running. People upset all the drinks, the food that was being shared, everything was scattered. Everything scattered, everyone was running. The blue flies were all over the place. Before you knew it, everybody had gone, except the king of Oboro and his cabinet.
Everybody ran away, including Nwafor. Nwafor ran back to the house. When he got there, he started apologizing to his brother and mother. He said that he was very sorry that he told a lie, that he had a headache and had to go home. Instead, he went to the coronation party. And see, the coronation turned out to be absolute disaster because blue flies came from nowhere and scattered everything. People upset all the dishes, the food, the drinks, they were all scattered. He himself did not even taste anything, no food, no drink. And then he started singing, Urioma le le le, Urioma, Urioma le le le, Urioma, Urioma le le le, Urioma le le le. Mwana wande dira manku no yeze, Faja ku gara wande kemo, Koko weji dere la ni ne cheze.
The king was aghast. This Ofala that he planned so well, what is happening? All of a sudden, the whole thing is a disaster. As he was there standing in shock, now came striding in the king of Uloma with his big fan. He was smiling, jeering at them. He will do his fan like this. Wow! Blue flies will fly this way. He will do this way. Blue flies will fly that way. Then he started fanning both left and right, and the flies were clearing, until by the time he got to the king of Oboro, all the flies had gone. So he told him, if a child crawls and pinches me, I will crawl back and pinch the child. So you thought you were going to disgrace me? You invited everybody to your father, but you did not invite me. You didn't invite me. So who has the shame? Am I now the one with the shame or you? See what has happened to your father. Because of land dispute, you did not invite me. The king of Oboro felt bad and apologized to him and said, I'm really very sorry. I should have invited you. So the two of them now decided that they are going to have the Ofala, the repeated, in 4 days' time. That is 1 week, 1 4-day week. They will come back and have the Ofala. And the king of Oloma said he will also contribute to the Ofala. And so that night, their announcers went round, the town criers, they went round with their metal gun, ogene, knocking. The king has said that in 4 days' time, there is going to be a Ofala. Everybody come. Everybody come. And they made the announcement. 4 days' time, they now had an Ofala that was even bigger than what they planned before. Instead of 50 cows that King of Oboro had brought before, they now had 100 cows and 400 goats and rams and so much chicken. And the Ofala was very, very big, because when people urinate together, you will get a very rich ladder. And so after that, after they had all rested from the Ofala party, the two kings with their cabinet members sat down together and they discussed about the disputed land, and they made peace. They had an agreement about the land, and there was peace between the two communities. They now lived in peace. They now started intermarrying again like they used to intermarry before. Chapi! Wow. Now, the moral of this story, there are two. The first one is that it is good to dialogue. It is good to talk. When there is disagreement, sit down and talk and find a solution to it. There is no need to go to war. No need to start fighting. People should learn to sit down and talk. The second one, you see how Nwafo went and lied? Telling lies is very bad. It doesn't bring anything good. He told his brother a lie that he was sick and was going home. Instead, he went to the coronation party. Now, did he enjoy the party? No. The whole thing scattered. So, always learn to tell the truth. Chapi, war. Preservation of Igbo language and culture is a duty for you and me.